let's talk about Guy coming here, what it means from your perspective for Penn State, and what the fans here at Penn State are going to see once the varsity program starts up next year.
Guy is he's a terrific coach. I was actually with him last week. We were running a sports camp for highly talented kids out in Arizona, and we spent some time together. And whenever I'm with Guy, I always leave very impressed. He's just at number one, a genuinely nice person. He's a solid guy. He's smart. He's well spoken. He presents very, very well in front of large groups on the ice. He obviously knows the game. He's coached at several universities, most recently at Penstone. Had good success wherever he's been. He's picked a good staff, guys that have been with him now for the past few years, so they know one another. They know how to communicate. I think he's an excellent choice for Penn State, and I think he'll run a solid program. Look, the Big Ten is going to be a challenge. I mean, Penn State is up against some formidable powers that have been in the business, the hockey business, a long time, and that know how to play and know how to recruit. And it will be challenging for Penn State for a couple of years. But I think the fact that Guy is already there and already out actively, recruiting players for his future classes is a real positive. I understand he's going to be coaching the club program in their final year, and then will take over the reins of the Division I program next year before they start the Big Ten. So I think by the time they get the Big Ten hockey conference fully underway, the Penn State program should be in very, very good hands. So people in Happy Valley should be frankly excited about it, and I look forward to coming out to the new arena and seeing them compete against some of these great programs.
We'd be remiss if we didn't say the same thing as well about the women's program. Josh Brandwein, of course, a former Penn State Icer, a successful coach in the American Collegiate Hockey Association, taking over the women's program with Mo Strummel assisting as the associate head coach. So I think both programs, men and women here in Hockey Valley, as we call it, Paul, are going to be well looked after for several years to come.
Yeah, well, it's great for college hockey. Possibly the best thing that's happened for college hockey in the last 10 years is the emergence of that program at Penn State. Penn State is known as not only a great athletic institution, but a great academic institution, and people from all parts of the country are familiar with the legacy of Penn State as a school and as athletic programs, and what a great job they've done over the years in football and basketball and some of the other sports. And so when you have Penn State join the ranks of college hockey, I think it just brings the whole sport up a couple of notches, and it also motivates some other large schools out there that haven't had hockey programs to look seriously at whether they should add the program and perhaps join one of these new conferences that are forming. So I think there's a lot of positives from it, and I'm looking forward to continuing to support their efforts any way I can.
Last question for you, Paul. Is there a concern at College Hockey Inc. about the impact the Big Ten Conference will have on the other conferences, specifically the CCHA and WCHA?
Well, you always have that concern. I mean, you don't want to see programs, get adversely impacted, but it's evolution, it's change, and in my view, change every once in a while can be a good thing. And I think it will all, kind of flush itself out over the next few years. College coaches and our hockey commissioners are very mindful of these issues, and I think they want to support all of the existing programs. No one wants to see us lose any of the existing programs that have worked so hard to build to where they are today. So I think they'll look after one another, and I do think you'll see some realignment in the conferences. I do think you'll see the formation of a couple of new conferences in addition to the Big Ten, where perhaps some of the larger schools may form together, and then some of the smaller schools that don't perhaps have the resources will form together. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing for the sport overall. So I think it's a good thing. There are more positives to be had from the formation of the Big Ten Conference than there are negatives.
Paul Kelly, Executive Director of College Hockey Inc. Appreciate your thoughts, and thanks for taking the time to talk to us today.
Thanks, Steve. Happy to join you.